Okay, so guys, I just wanted to talk about this one little topic that we haven't covered in AP Chem yet. It's a very introductory version. When we do actually this lab later in the year, hopefully we'll have a chance to do it, but it's in much, much more detail. So really what you need to know here is essentially what you were taught in Regents Chemistry. Now I know that was a while ago, but anyway, the last Friday AP YouTube video had a little bit of titration in that, and essentially all you need to know. So I just wanted to show you this picture here on the topic and the learning objective and the essential knowledge. So what you need to know is titrations may be used to determine the concentration of a solution. So let me just explain titration. This right here is a very bad picture, but it's supposed to be a burette. So it's that long skinny tube with a valve at the bottom. So the burette holds the titrant, so essentially what you're going to be titrating, titrant. And it's going to be graduated, the burette, right? So you know exactly the volume that you're going to be dropping into your flask. Now you also know the concentration. So with a titrant, you know, so the molarity will be known. And let's just say it's a base in the burette. And the volume, once you fully titrate, will also be known. So you're going to know your molarity and your volume of the titrant. Now in your flask here, you have the volume, right? So say you put 100 milliliters or whatever, and it's an acid. So you know your volume of acid, but what you're searching for is the molarity. So whenever you're titrating, there's 3 knowns and 1 unknown. So what we would use is we would use the equation MBVB, molarity times volume, is equal to the molarity of, say, the acid times the volume of the acid. So when you multiply molarity, remember molarity is moles over liter, by volume, which is liter, you end up with moles. So titration just means you're exactly reacting a certain amount of moles of, say, base or OH minus with a certain amount of moles of acid or H plus. And the way you know you got to the end point was usually you have what's called an indicator in this solution. So an indicator, again, is something that changes color when a certain reaction happens. So like litmus paper, pH paper, phenolphthalein is very popular. It turns a very light pink when you've reached complete neutralization. So the only thing you really have to be careful of, and I really have no idea if that would be on the exam, is that say you have something like, well, very basically, if you have HCl plus NaOH, that's a neutralization reaction. You end up with water, which I'm just going to write HOH, plus NaCl, and a salt. So that's neutralization. So you would just straight up use MbVb equals MaVa. Now, if you have something like a diprotic acid, like H2SO4, plus, let's just say NaOH, you're still going to make water, right? And a salt, which in this case would be Na2SO4, and then you'd have to balance it. However, notice the ratio of moles is going to be 1 mole of H2SO4 to 2 moles of NaOH. So you have to just be careful in your equation. And if you use stoichiometry, which you guys I feel pretty comfortable that you know what you're doing with that, that's going to help you a lot. If you need any more information on it, though, just shoot me an email and I can be more descriptive. Thanks, and I hope you have a great day.